안녕하세요. 한류 부부가 사는 법의 심은아입니다. 오늘은 저희 남편 스티븐의 영상으로 인사를 드리도록 하겠습니다. 남편은 호주 퍼스에서 3박 4일 배낭을 메고 지금 여행을 한 영상을 올렸고요. 여러분들에게 한번 보여드리고 싶어서 인사를 드렸습니다. 그러면 함께 보시죠.
Well, it's been a while since I made a video, but here I'm in Western Australia, and I'm back in Australia after being away for about 9 years, and I haven't made a video for a long time. I can't even remember what the last video was. I think it was in South Korea. But anyway, I'm working on a mine site. Been there for about 3 months now. So, but about a week ago, I decided I want to do something different, you know. So I'm doing this Biblican track. I work away for about 8 days, and I have 6 days off. So this track here, I plan to do, it's 211 kilometers, and I plan to do that in hopefully 5 days, but we'll see. That's like 45 kilometers a day. But some people say that I won't be able to do it, but I'm sure I can. But here we go. And I hope you enjoy the video, and this is going to be my journey. So I'm recording it via Samsung phone, so hopefully the quality is okay. I have ordered a GoPro, but it didn't arrive when it should have. Australian Post, there you go. Okay, let's go. Been hiking for 2 hours now, and it's been quite good. At first it was all downhill, very rocky. I kind of almost twisted my ankle once and it was a bit sore. I thought, oh geez, this is great start of the 5-day journey. You know, I felt my ankle was a bit weaker than I'm used to, you know, because I've done long hikes before. Like in New Zealand, I've done the 3,000 kilometer hike, which took like 4 or 5 months to do. And you get conditioned, and I'm far from conditioned. And I might be pushing myself a bit too hard, but we'll see how we go. And it was quite good. I had my camp lamp or headlamp, and that was very handy. And the markers along the road, along the trail, stood out, had reflector on it, so you could actually see them from a far distance. So the chances of missing your turn off at night time is very slim. So it's really, really good. But what gets you is you hear things in the bush, and I think it's about 2 or 3 times actually. Kangaroos come racing past you, or cut in front of you, or you scare them, and it's a bit worrying. And then the Biblican track is very well known for its snakes, a lot of snakes around, and then you start seeing shadows and twigs on the ground, and you tend to jump, oh, and but I'm kind of getting used to it now. And then you got spider webs that the evening spiders come out and make their spider webs to catch the flies during the night, and you tend to walk through them and you think, oh geez, where's that spider, where's that spider, where's that spider? But anyway, I'm at the first camp, so no one here. It's a very basic camp. I didn't know what to expect. My plan was to set up a tent and have a tent all the time, but I can't be bothered. And it's nice and warm. Full moon, and the moon's up, so it's really good. Kind of a little bit of orangey look. I'm the only person here, so I might just have something to eat and take it easy, and I hope to get up quite early in the morning, sunrise, and hit the trail and do a couple of hours. So anyway, going good. See you in the morning. Day 2. It was a kind of a coldish night. The sleeping bag I had is not exactly a flash one. It only cost me like $30 odd at the shop, but being summer, it should be quite warm during the night, but it was still cold, so I might have to layer up a bit more tomorrow night and be a bit more comfortable. But now I still had a good night's sleep, I suppose. This is typically where the huts will look like, I assume, and this is where I stayed the night. Instead of setting up a tent, I was a bit lazy, so I'll give you a closer look to see what it looks like. And You can see the guest book over there, and this is where you sleep. No mattresses or anything like that. I guess everyone has their own, so it's quite comfortable. And there's a good water supply here. Just need a filter. 2 of these tanks. And just down the path a bit further, this is where you can actually set up your camp for your tents. It's quite a nice area. Obviously they've had a bit of a bushfire through here. You could smell the smoke when I come in here last night. I couldn't see it, but it was very dark, except for the full moon. It was giving me a little bit of light, but I had my headlamp anyway. Just a little tip along the way. See these arrows? Sometimes you're walking away, walking along in your own mind, listening to music, thinking about your problems or solving them or whatever, and you miss the sign here. But the kind of walkers around here before us, sometimes they give you a hint. If you see a stack of wood like that crossing the path, stop and look around. And there we go. That's the arrow. That's the snake. Follow the snake, and you'll be on the path. So, well, today's day 2 on the heavy days, and I've probably done about 45 as I said before. But I'm having a bit of trouble with my feet. My left foot is like, oh my goodness, it's so sore. I rested for a while, for about 20 minutes. Then the pain was just so much. Probably just muscles that haven't been used for a long time in this kind of condition. Constantly walking for like about 12, 13 hours in the day. So that's really a lot, after not really doing anything for a while. So I had some Vitarin gel, so I rubbed that into my foot, and then I had some Panadol pain relief. So I took a couple of them, and I'm on the track, and that was about an hour ago, and I'm feeling pretty good. Not perfect, but it's still pretty good. I noticed when I did my long hikes, the one I did in America, the one that took 5 months, I noticed a lot of the hikers, they lived on ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory, and they took a couple of them every day. And I did the same when I was over there. But you find, when you do a bit of research, you soon discover it's not really good for you, pretty harsh on your stomach. So, and I was taking quite a few of them just to get through, just so you can do the miles and, meet your time schedule, because you're always following the weather, get ahead of the weather. You don't want to be too slow and have all the snow or the rain and all that come down on you. But anyway, this trail's going pretty good. It's about 1 o'clock, and it's a little bit of cloud cover, so it's not so hot, and not burning your skin so much. Last night when I was hiking in the dark, I was probably hiking in the dark for about an hour and a half. Had my headlamp on, and what actually stood out are these. When I put it on high beam and saw it from a distance, these would flicker up, so it was pretty hard to lose your trail. Whereas in New Zealand they just use plastic triangles and they didn't reflector. I don't recall seeing anything like that in America, so it was really helpful. Yeah. So you always follow the head of the snake, and off we go. Just stopping off at having some lunch at this hut here. It's quite a nice one with a nice view. I'll show you in a minute. But I need some water, so I've filled up a little bit, but this is where I've been getting it from. And it says to filter it naturally. I tend to always filter it, and I'll show you how I do it. This is the view from the hut. Not bad really. And just behind me is the hut itself. And that's where my water bottles are. So this is a Sawyer, and I've been using to filter the water. I've used them in New Zealand and in America. They go pretty good actually, very good. And they last forever. This is a mini, which I haven't used, so hopefully it'll be okay. And unfiltered water into filtered water. Oh, there you go. Works like a treat. Squeeze the bottle. It does come with a little container, but I like using the bottle instead. There you go, my filtered water. It's okay. Some people say just take tablets, put a tablet in there, but I've done that in the past, and what tends to happen, I don't like the taste of the tablet, therefore I don't drink as much water. So spend the extra, get a filter and filter it, and it goes much better. You drink more water, which is what you definitely need. I've got to show you this. Walking along here, and if you're daydreaming and not taking much notice of the track, you would miss that sign there. But fortunately, other trekkers put these wood here as a reminder, and there's a trail. Look at that, you could hardly see it. If that wasn't there, I would have kept on going, honestly, and I've done that before. So thank you, Trail Angels, or the previous hikers. I won't have to backtrack. Today's day 2. I must have done about 45 kilometers yesterday, so I kind of feel it. Waking up this morning, still a bit stiff and all that, but I didn't make it to the hut. I don't know where it is. It seems to me that the huts are like every 2 hours apart, 2 hours walking, but I walked about 3 hours and I didn't find the next hut. So, and the one I had on the map, it was still like about another 3 hours away. So but it was getting a bit dark last night, so I decided, no, that's it. I have to stop and camp. And anyway, I'd like to show you my tent. So this is a tent. It's definitely not a long through hiker tent. It's about 1.5 kilos in weight. It cost me about about $70 Australian. When you put it all together, you can really feel that it's quite cheap. You know, if it lasts this walk, I'll be quite happy anyway. But this is where I'm camping at the moment. I'll show you. I got awoken by all the wildlife. So it's not too bad. The ground's quite hard and rough. But anyway, I'm heading off now. I'm going to pack up my bags, and I haven't had breakfast yet, so I might just walk for about an hour or so, then have breakfast. It's been walking for about probably no longer than 5 minutes, and I come across this sign here. If I only walked about another 5 minutes last night, I would have been in a hut. Unbelievable. I wasn't on the map that I downloaded from the official website. Wasn't on that. Oh no. I wouldn't have had to use the tent, but this is right, I suppose. But I'm pretty low on water. I've got enough for one drink. Maybe I'll go there and have breakfast. Yes. This is the first water supply I've seen in the creek form.
So if the tanks at the huts dry up, hopefully this won't dry up. It's mid-December and this is the only creek or water supply I've seen, except for the huts. So make sure you have a good filter, and you'll definitely need to filter this. I reckon it looks a bit stagnant. Still drinkable if you've got the right stuff. Yes, but I don't need it at the moment, so I'm good. Back on the trail. Talking about the sun, I'm a bit of a fan of covering up while I'm hiking, even though you tend to warm up a bit. But as you can see, I wear sun gloves. These protect the tops of my hands, and fully recommend them. And I have one of these, so when it's full sun, I'm covered. Got the hat and also long pants. Long pants are good. You don't get scratches. And when you fall down, and you will, you don't scratch your skin so much. Yeah, and maybe protect yourself with a snake. Probably not. But anyway, makes you feel good. Yeah, it's going good. I think this is probably my favourite hut that I've come across so far. I'll just show you why. It's got the standard bunks or beds, as you can see. No mattress, of course, so you'll carry your own mattress. But the beauty about it is the view. This is what you have. It's not too bad, is it? And there's some tables over there. And each of these huts has got tenting sites. You can see a marker over there. And there's a couple more over behind. So yeah, it's a lot of beauty. Okay, this is ended today, 2 days now, and the last 3-4 hours been really difficult. I think basically I pushed myself too hard and I'm sore all over. My hips are sore, my feet are sore, both feet are sore, my calf muscle on my right is just swollen up. I don't know why. I damaged it when I was running like about 3 months ago, and I was taking it easy, so maybe something there. But my energy levels is just like taking a nosedive. I took some electrolytes, water, heaps of water, hasn't really done much. I took some painkillers, as I said the other while ago. That definitely helped, but now it's kind of worn off. So geez, it's really bad. So I looked at the map. The hut is like about 7 kilometers away, and it's I think it's about 6:30 now. So 7, that's about 2 hours the rate I'm going. That's 6, 7, 8. That's dark. 8 o'clock. Or there's a highway. I can go in and go to the highway, and then hitchhike back into back home. So that could be another option. So what I might do is actually make my way to the road, the turn-off junction, and then I'll decide there. Yeah, so hopefully I can hitchhike pretty easy. But to do that, I need to get there before the sun goes down, because no one's going to pick you up when it's dark. Yeah, a lot of crazies out there. Yeah, well, I'm one of them. Yeah, so yeah, disappointing, really disappointing. I just pushed myself too hard, really did. You know, I thought I could do it. You know, maybe it's showing my age. You know, what am I, 57? So, you know, I'm trying to race ahead, trying to prove myself, I guess. And but yeah. So yeah, really, I feel really zapped, and I'm resting every every 20 minutes I was stopping, resting, and the rest is becoming longer and longer. So you know there's an issue. So anyway, I'll go to the turn off and see how we go. It's been a couple of days since I've been off the trail now, probably about 3 days, and as it turned out, it was a good decision that I came off the trail because my legs were just like actually havoc. You know, I did a lot of damage to them. You know, you can see the swollen and the marks and stuff like that. And for about 2 days, I was just hobbling all over the place, just trying to recover. So I'm kind of like 90%, 95% recovered now, and tomorrow I go back to work. So if I continued on the trail, I would have been in a really bad state of going back to work, and yeah, we've been in a lot of pain and not very comfortable. So I think it was the big lesson I learned is that the distance I have done in the past when I was in full condition, I suppose, you can't do it off the bat. You know, you got to gradually step it in. You know, I should have done probably only 6 hours hiking, then stayed at the camp and stayed at the hut and just rested there for the rest of the day, take a book, read the book and relax. But lesson learned. I'm still glad I did it. So yeah, so I'll enjoy the rest of the day and get ready for work and fly back to the mine site where I work and work for the next 8 days. So yeah, it was an experience. Thank you.
하이킹 영상을 시청해 주셔서 대단히 감사합니다. 그러면 다음 영상으로 다시 뵙겠습니다. 감사합니다.